Hey tubers, well, so this is the 6th, I think, 6th live feed maybe, I don't know. I'm tired, it's late. Well, it's not late, I'm just tired. I had an absolute killer day today. Got to do my hair, there we go, all done. So, day 6, let's do this. As a side note, it actually seems to be working. All the statistics are up, all the views are up, all the watch time's up. And substantially up, just not a little bit up either. So that's pretty cool. And I just feel weird sitting here talking to one person in the room. Good morning, room. Or people below if you're watching later. Does that make it? Anyways, doesn't matter. Staple. Oh, we got 9 viewers. 9 viewers, breaking records. Philip, good morning from Washington State. G'day again, mate. You've been the last 3, I think. Robert Beckett, oh boy, first here. Can't even pronounce your name. Hey, from the UK, LOL. We got Norway, we got Seattle. Woohoo. Well, that was good chat, guys. I'll see you on the next one. God morning. What time is it where you are? It is 6 o'clock in the evening. But I've been up for way too many hours. Rowan's here. Fireman's here. Dallas, g'day, mate. Brisbane. Mount Gambier, South Australia. Lovely part of the world. Acer batteries behind you. No, they're Pete's batteries. No longer belong to Acer. Raymond here. Neighbours, 2,200 milliamp hours inside. I hope so. I haven't pulled any apart yet. Good morning from the UK. Hi from Scotland. Maya. There you go, Maya. There you go. Didn't struggle. Got that the first time. Good day to Scotland. We got Estonia. Fans like you. No, an old supplier dropped some off today. 250. Just a few, but they're all the same. They're all the same ones. But I'm doing a video on opening them. What are they? They are purple. What are the purple ones? They're genuine. We're going to have to do this Pete style. You whack it on the ground once, it gets it open. Sometimes it gets it open. Sometimes you have to whack it on the ground twice. It's interesting. There's no name on them whatsoever. There's no markings on them. Has anybody seen where I put my side cutters? We won't use gloves for now. I don't plan on processing a whole heap of cells on camera. I'm just trying to work out what they are. Oh, bit of Sharpies on the end. Are they? Okay, let's play name this cell. Completely unbranded. Yellow at the top. And it's a purple color. I don't know what colors it's coming up on the screen, but it's a purple color. And they're all, I'm pretty sure they are all Acer batteries too. But I'm going to do something different with these ones. I'm probably going to sell them all. But what I'm going to do is because I want to make a YouTube video. So I'm going to actually crack them all out of the packs, make a video and then sell them like this, unprocessed. Ty Harding. Yeah, I can try, mate. I'll have a look afterwards. What have we got? 2,000 milliamp hours. So good morning from the UK. Hi from Scotland. Name is pronounced. I got you there. Estonia. Looks like you found a new supply. Know that. 10 in the morning in Sweden. Morning from the UK. Oliver, hi. Hey, Pete, updating the post on the forum. Ty, I will get to that. I don't know. Shoot me a message or something so I remember. Pink Panther Land, UK. That sells 4.35 watts. Are they really? That's cool. They're rubbish. You reckon they're Sanyos? Pete, come fix my power. We're still without power in town. You reckon I could turn half the town on as long as they only use lights? UK folks have found a supply of cheap laptop batteries. There we go. Sanyo. So it's consensus they are Sanyo. Woohoo! I got some pretty heaters. They're under the pile. Purple with yellow Sanyo cell through. Okay, cool. 2,200 milliamp hours. Confidential. Can you share more info about batteries? I'm sure. A data sheet on these cells. Talking about data sheet on cells very shortly. It's in a beta testing stage, but the forum is going to have an absolutely huge repository for cells. So I went out and bought, and I can't find it at the moment, probably not worth looking for when I'm on camera, a light box. So I can start taking really good photos of every single cell that I find. And then once I have all the cells, we can actually put all the what do you call it with it, all the data sheets and stuff, and put them up on the forum, as well as obviously Repacker is working on the forum now as well. So that's pretty good. I wonder if they're all purple. Oh, there's another one there that's purple that I've already cracked open. Oh, no. We've got some green. What are these ones? Green? They are NCR 18650As. Nice color green. The plan was I was hoping to have enough cells, and you can't see my head. And the plan was I'd have enough cells here for somebody to buy the whole lot and make their pack nice and pretty on the outside. So Pete's OCD is appeased, so to speak. So we got purple and green. Who says we open a few, or do I pay attention to what's been written? Written is probably better. My hands are so sore. Damn, I missed the beginning, did I? It was just me going, this is the 6th day in a row I've done a stupid live feed. It's annoying some people that I'm doing a live feed every day, but you know what? They're kind of my live feeds, so I guess you got to deal with it, really. And it's actually working. When I get a few more people in the room, I'll actually throw some statistics up so you can actually see whether how much they're working and what they're working by, but it's going up and up and up, which is good. The bad thing is I do not plan on doing this full time. This is ridiculous doing one live feed a day. It's stupid. I don't recommend anybody does it because I stand here talking and shit the whole time. I have the power thanks to the pit, just can't run the AC full time. Oh, there you go. It's a bit hot there at the moment, is it, mate? I have largest database about laptop batteries sell, so feel free to contact. I can't share here links. Acer Gateway Packard Bell. This is the batteries behind you. Oh, there you go. Hey friend, thanks for the great work. I have a question. Could you do a project on a similar scale, smaller pack, smaller cells? No, not really. Charging phones and stuff like that, you buy one of those phone chargers off eBay for $2 and do that. Okay, so we're 2 for 2 at the moment. What do you reckon? We do some sort of lotto. We sort of take one out and try and work out what it is. We got purple again. Purple again. Purple. This is going to make for a really shitty, boring live feed. Purple cells again. What else we got? Purple again. Well, this is getting boring. This game isn't very much fun at all. At least there is an open. Purple again. So it looks like the last majority of them are going to be purple. My dad just walked in. I didn't even hear him. Is that wrong? When did you walk in? 10, 15 minutes ago. Oh, shit, a brick. There you go, 10, 15 minutes ago, apparently. My father walked in, I didn't even hear him. Right, where am I up to? I am not processing any more cells because the Dove soap is wearing off my hands. Going to build an electric go-kart. I'm going to help battery build my own with these 1850s. If you're going to build a go-kart, I would probably, I've thought about this, use drill batteries because they're high drain, lighter, and just make a couple of packs so you can change them out and keep having some fun, I guess. But it's going to be a good idea, or should I use car batteries? No, don't use car batteries. Everyone's done car batteries. That's boring and not very YouTubey. How do you deal with the power companies? Is a full system like yours legal? Absolutely, because it is completely left of the grid and doesn't connect to the grid at all, doesn't feed into the grid. It's completely on my house side of my meter, so there's nothing that they can do about it. About the system itself, of course, they could pick on the eccentricities of all the cabling and all that sort of the legalities of that side of things, but that's all done by an electrician and signed off, so it doesn't matter. Not concerned about that one bit at all. Well, law, order, there we go. That's why that question was there. To the people who don't like the live feeds, there's another option available to you. You can feel free to fluff off. Did you really mean to say fluff off right there, Chris? Okay, good enough. I live in Brisbane. Like, what are the regulations when it comes to large systems? Who cares? Just don't connect it to the grid, and there's nothing they can do about it. Looks like purple wins. Purple is definitely winning. Yeah, I'd look pretty sexy doing that as an outside of a Powerwall. Someone offer me a ridiculous amount of money so you can build a Powerwall with all the same color in Brisbane, and you can have them. I need good money, not this dollar a pack bullshit. Do $1 a cell, and I'll make myself a fortune. 1850s on the way to becoming a historic phenomenon. It's going to be historic, I guess. Model T Fords are collectible now. Maybe 18650s will be as well. Live feed can be boring, no problem. It's nice to see work in real time with no cuts, etc. What are you talking about? You think I buff out my videos? Come on. That's all real. I was doing it slow so you could see it. It's not about being interested all the time, but teaching in your channel. No, I do not want to teach in my channel. I have no interest in teaching anybody anything. All I want to do is show people my process. It is up to everybody out there in old interwebs land to work it out for themselves and to get the right help. I'm not a teacher. I am the furthest thing from a teacher. How about an electric plane? Yeah, you don't want to have problems in the sky, I guess. Sorry, I didn't understand the name of the battery for the go-kart. Drill batteries. This sort of thing. Okay. Dual battery. That's actually a lawnmower battery. Or dual batteries like that. Like that. High amp draw. They're low capacity high amp draw. So they last longer. Of course, I was going to look very professional and try and pull that apart on camera, and it's not working. Instead, I actually looked unprofessional and didn't pull anything apart. Electric plane, 36.6 degrees and humidity 97. That's a little bit warm, Yankee. Whereabouts do you live again, Yankee 4? Is it Hawaii or something? It looks nice up there. Hey, but Lego Task Force. Hey Pete, how are you doing? Hope you keep up the live feeds. No, I'm not going to keep up the live feeds. This bores the shit out of me. Give me a break. It is boring as all get out. If again, I say this all the time, but if YouTube would get off their ass and allow 4 or 5 people in the chat, like in the video chat that's on my screen that I can see, it'd be awesome. It'd make it so much more interactive. Maybe if they even offered that on, what's the paid one? RedTube. Tube Red. Who knows? I think I just got that name wrong. Okay, 40 people in the room. Must be some newbies out there because they can't all be the same boring people. Who's out there and where do you come from? Why do live feeds so entertaining? I have no idea, Woodrow. South Carolina. Okay, cool. I shall Google Webs that later. Tristan Trimmer. Hey, I would be interested to buy all the packs off you. Where do you live, Tristan? Because I don't post. I'm the single laziest person left of the sun. Where is the best place to buy large quantities of 1860s from? Found a supplier on eBay from Poland. Yeah, that. Where about law order? Where do you come from? Where do you live? Hospitals, schools are a really good one, especially these days when every kid's got to have a laptop. There's like 1,000 laptops. Private schools, public schools, any government office or agency, recycling centers, tip shops, anywhere, computer shops, push bike shops. Don't go to RedTube. Okay, clearly I got that wrong. Okay, slow down. Do you have red cells in the Powerwall? Are red cells bad? I have some, but not sure. No, not all red Sanyos are bad. A fair chunk of them are, and that's a fair call. And that's why we test for heat. Heat is a big one with red cells, and red cells tend to be older, but you can tell by the color of the red one. I picked up one that was completely rusted. How the heck that ever charged is beyond me. I can't remember, but some of the colors have better amp hour capacity than the others, so you can tell by the shade of the red and by the color whether they're higher amp hours to start with. Hey Pete, funny to see my old neighbor playing with 1860s. I sell them to vape shops for $13. Where are you, my old neighbor, Mod Basher? Where are you from? Newbie from Canberra. G'day Canberra. We got Romania. Can you actually see red cells in the left side at the back? There are a lot of red cells back there somewhere. That pink box back there, or red box, is probably half full of red hot cells. What else we got? UK, Digby. G'day, mate. Welcome to the chat. Thank you very much for joining us. You could do it on Instagram. There's a chat on the screen. Unfortunately, if I start spreading myself around anymore, if I keep going around on my socials, the socials don't work. I want to try and grow this Facebook, YouTube, RedTube, whatever the hell we're talking about here. I want to grow this, so I want to make this bigger. And that's what this experiment's about, trying to see if it actually, you can make more money by doing live feeds every week or every day or whatever. I did have a crazy thought the other day. I thought, maybe I could be the first person in the world to do a 24-hour solo live feed. See if I could actually sit here for 24 solid hours. I'm unsure on what I would do for 24 hours. It'd have to get you some hits, though. Even if that people were throwing shit at you for being stupid. Okay, I am just a little bit behind again. Germany, Adelaide. I'm getting comfortable and I can't read the screen. David Giddon CNC channel has 4 or 5 people on at the same time. I have no idea how it's done. I think I can do it with, somebody showed me something the other day, but I want it to do it natively within YouTube. I want to be able to click a button and it just works. I don't want to use plugins or any of that shit. I just want it to work. What was that other chat program Jehu used to use? And that used to be really good. But again, that goes away from, oh, Laura, there you go, Brisbane. I think you actually said that before, actually. Manchester, UK, Washington State, US, Southern Highlands, New South Wales. Dylan, welcome. How have you made your power banks for... Have you made power banks for phones and sold them? No, I haven't. Colin Parks, hey, from Tassie, trying to locate batteries, not easy to find. Some guys in Tassie are having a good run. Maybe they're buying them all. Have you got cells over 2,000 milliamp hours for sale? Probably. It should be said that half of these cells will go to my Sparky, because he gets half of all the cells that I get, because he's just a top bloke and helps me out all the time. It's Jay from good old Ellen Grove. Hey, Jay. I'll probably be able to remember if you saw your face, but I don't remember. But that's all right. We'll go through that later. I've been watching your vids all day yesterday. Got so hyped. You watched my videos all day yesterday. That's insane. You deserve some sort of metal, like aluminium or something. When do I get a play button? When do you get a play button? I don't know when you get a play button. I need some metal. YouTube, throw me some more love. Hyped. I'm so far behind again. For the life of me, I cannot find any info. I have heard from them any info. I assume you're talking to somebody else because I don't know what he's saying. But decided it's not worth the cost here. Oh, there you go. Good stuff. Most people use Google Plus. Okay, I'll have a look into that. YouTube streaming works on every device, including phone and camera. Yeah, that's a good point. Mr. Audio, your Powerwall is very clever and well done. I have watched your builds videos. My question is, can you run house completely disconnected from the grid? Could I do it? Absolutely. Not a problem. Do I want to do it? No. The grid is far too convenient to have, and it's a really, really cheap backup. So, no, I'm not going off grid. I could easily do it if I changed all the configuration and got more charge controllers. And yeah, it's just not worth it. The way it's set up now is cheap, cost effective, and it works. So, job done. Camera 24-hour. Get a GoPro 4 and a cell phone within the live feed. Going for a shower. That's a little bit awkward. We have live and use Google Plus and all works inside of YouTube. Okay. But is that live? Is that like this? Is this a live feed or is it just a live chat? I guess I need to look into that more. It looks like Google Hangouts. Yes, Google Hangouts, but you still can't add more people into this chat. You can have a chat on the side of this chat, but then this doesn't come up. And I'm pointing to my screen like you can see it. But anyway, I've got my chat on this side and my face on this side. So I keep looking at my face rather than my face up here, which is very weird for you guys probably. Non-stop 8 hours straight. I think if you're going to do it, you're going to have to go big. You can't just pussyfoot around. Whoever gave me that link to that car traveling all around the country and whatever else and staying at each other's, I signed up for that today. So hopefully he'll come here and maybe we'll get some videos done with him, which will be awesome. The Swedish dude. MPP inverter is going all right. However, I think it's quite hot at the moment because everyone's using stuff. Why have I got two screens to share? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and even pack 5. I mean, if you didn't have numbers on those cells and you couldn't count, you'd never know that pack 5 was a shitty cell. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to reset the amp hours. I really meant to do that today. I need a new NUC. This is just horrendously slow. Come on, shunt. Go to the shunt. Go to shunt. How do you reset it? There used to be a button where I could reset it. I'm probably in the wrong. Recalibrate on bypass, recalibrate high and low. Maybe a different memory. Control logic, maybe? And this is not the software. This is the computer with the 486 processor in it and 12 megabytes of memory. Well, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I'm not looking for it on live feed. Okay, back to my ugly mug again. There you go. I got another 450 laptop batteries on the way. Awesome, Joe. Have you added to the list on forum? MPCs, the inverter's going good. It still gets a little bit warm, and I'm really going to have to deal with the fans and stuff, which I set up on the Batrium unit a few months ago. But in wintertime, it's not so bad. It's quite cool at the moment. So inside the shed's like 25 degrees, so it's actually nice and toasty. I should put the dog kennel in there. She'd like that. Which city do you live in, thus grid? I live in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Yes, live feed. Oh, there we go, 4.3 volts. Could you try do a creative or IRL Twitch? Way bigger audience. Yeah, but it's not a targeted audience, is it, on Twitch? I did look at that as well. I just want it here. I want it easy and clickable, and I don't want to have to learn anything new because I'm sick of learning new stuff. So using lithium ion 18 system, the only way they only have 300 cycle, 80% DOD. Do you think you're wasting your time if only last year? Okay, David, let's address that question because that is the most common question. I have 4,480 cells. My maximum amp draw is, let's say, because I suck at maths, is 80 amps. I've got 4 banks of batteries with 14 in each, which means the individual draw on each bank of batteries is 20 amps. There's 80 cells in one of those banks of batteries, the 80 cell pack. So 80 divided by 20 equals about 1/4 of an amp per cell. Now, if I want to put that in perspective, I draw down from the batteries about 0.5 or maybe 0.6 of a volt from the batteries in a night. So I hardly even cycle them. Now, that said, I've got 1,120 more cells to put in, and then I have a few more cells laying around that I could always easily make that up over to 7,000 or 7,000 or something like that. Hey, Jaren's in the house and he told me how to fix the problem. Okay, I should do that now, shouldn't I, Jaren? Rightio. And I just lost the plot talking about how long the batteries will last. But if you want somebody to actually test that theory, let me do that for you, because come and see me in 2 years' time, because I'm going to tell you whether it works or not. Penultimately. Okay, so hardware, shunt, metrics. Come on. Come on. Shunt. 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 Right. Hardware shunt settings. Metrics. Yes. Thank you very much, Jaren. And I'm just saying it's full. And I've got no USB. Gah! Jaron, can we please have a software update so we can do... so I don't have to walk down to the shed? Okay, so we can't do that because we've got to hook up USB. That's all right. That's a security feature anyway, so somebody can't just get into it. All right, back to my ugly mug again. Oh! All right, where are we? I'm just like about 7 pages behind in the chat. I'm literally 7 pages behind. Google Plus, PM me with a price and the amount, please. I can drive up there, no problem. I got a better idea. PM me with a price. I don't know what I want from them yet. Non-stop 8 hours straight. 450. How's the MPP? How do I miss some of these? I'm sure I just skip over stuff. We got 450, 9 cells in each. I think these have only got 6 cells in. Oh, yours have got 9 cells in each. That's a lot of cells, dude. That's awesome. Dylan, I love mine. I do like mine, but I'm starting to fall out of love with it because less and less and less it's doing what I actually need or want. Want is probably more of a better way of putting it. The internet helps us at Dave's channel, can't hurt. Yeah, Chris, by all means. We have up to 9 guys on a video at the same time on Google Hangout. Host and send the link. Yeah, but I want everybody to be able to join in, so I want the chat and the live feed type of thing. I know I'm asking too much. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Algorithm to pick out your suggestions. By the way, YouTube has a funny algorithm to pick out suggestions. That's what I'm trying to sort out now, is trying to work out whether doing all this and having the extra 40 people looking at me for an hour gets you up in those suggestions. Do what I did, Pete, flip the fans over in your pip. I'm not going to do that until it's out of warranty, and it's got another 4 months left of warranty. So I'm using the heck out of it until the warranty period's up, and then I'll claim it under warranty if it fails. I'm actually considering claiming it under warranty now because it's starting to do some little things. I still got to pop the cover off and check the caps and stuff in there. I really should have done that by now, but I don't want to break the warranty seal. Surely the heat in summer kills your project. Not so much. It definitely, I think I noticed a drop in capacity because of the heat, but it still works. And it's on the south side of my house too, so there's no heat or anything around there. So it's kind of in the best place I can possibly put it to keep it as cool as possible naturally. Okay, how many kilowatt hours do you consume in 1 year? I have no idea, dude. That's a lot of energy. It's about 25 kilowatt hours a day or something, give or take. It's really hard to work it out now because I don't care how much I pull from the batteries. If you want to know the battery spec, just type me and I will help about data sheet or info on the shell. Can't link it here. No, just leave it in the comments below or private message me somehow. And that'd be good because I can hand that over to Mike Nako, the web guy, and he can enter it all into a database. I think he's actually doing something that mines the internet and looks for all that sort of stuff and then compiles it on the website. There's already a heap there, but I got to get photos for it. It works well when we have live chats. Yankee 4, I will contact you privately and we'll figure it out. Any fires yet? I'm still here, Darren, so clearly not. And welcome, by the way. How much charge time do we get here in Brisbane on average? I don't know. I get like 6 good hours a day, I guess. Jaron, just being extra busy, sorry. That's all right, Jaron. I've been busy too. Sent you a photograph. That was good. You sent me an email. I haven't even read it yet. Did you pop any fuses on cell 5 yet? I think I have one issue with cell 5. But I can't prove, well, I don't want to prove it yet. So if you look at cell 5, whatever, pack 5, I keep calling it different names. It's perfect. It's run along the top. It's pulling 10 amps. Did we have any heavy loads on it before? No, I didn't turn it on. I didn't turn it on with the cooking and stuff like that. It's been on for a good hour, 2 hours, I guess, and you can't even tell. Now, that said, there's only this much taken out of the battery. I'm going to have to drain the batteries down a lot. I think I'm actually going to move cell 5 to cell 43. And if I go to cell 43, I can actually disconnect all of the other the previous 42 cells. So I just run one bank of batteries rather than 4, and then I can really load it up and test it and watch it sort of drop. I think that'll actually be a very good test, but I want to run it real life. It could be a month or so before I'm happy with it. I just can't bodgy the results of it up. I really want to make sure that it is as bad as what I personally feel it is and how dangerous I think it is. But back to the one bad cell, I think it's 7 up and 4 back. So 7th from the bottom at the back. I think that's popped the fuse, because the other day I went out with the thermal camera when I was charging at about 90 amps, and it was hot. It was a good 10 degrees hotter than all the other cells. And then it hasn't been hot since, so I gather the cell fuse broke. I hope the cell fuse broke. A side chat. Okay, Yankee 4, we'll definitely talk. I'll definitely talk. I might actually set up a private live feed where we can actually play with it and all learn. I will send you a direct link to Google Doc. Here, my go admin, ADMIN at DIYpowerwalls.com. Just send it to that email address, dude. And if you can add in the email that we're allowed to use it, either perpetually or for a certain amount of time, that'd be good, so we don't get in any trouble down the track on the forum for using it. What we're trying to create is a central repository for everything 18650. So that's going to take a bit of time to sort of do. I know there's other forums and stuff out there, but I think this has got the potential to be a lot bigger. I hope, maybe. Darren, I missed the first day. How's it going so far? Any ideas, spoilers, if it's on the live feed of numbers? Okay, so who wants to actually see those figures? I have them all prepped. My email. Okay, give me a second. I'm just going to copy this email address. All right, I'll save that for later. Okay, so how much have I earned from doing 5? What are we at? I think it's 6 days of feeds. I'm working it out from the 16th day, which is, by my recollection, sort of when I started. So here we go. Oh, here we go. DIY Powerwalls. If you look up the top, that would be very uncool if I died on camera. What's that? The longest day is 3.7, longest than the short. So what's this?
Some odd hours in Brisbane.
From about 6 hours a day in February to 8 hours a day in December. Oh, there you go. In between 6 and 8 hours is the daylight hours. Yeah, top right-hand corner here, we've got cell counter and pack builder. We've moved it from there. I'm going to do a little picture up the top here and with Batrium logo and stuff later on. We've got a few more gold stars. Mike made it gold. Thanks, Mike. And then we got the repacker, which is the pack builder, where you can build your packs a lot more evenly than I have by entering all your data in. So, and any minute now, that will actually change screens and it'll look extremely professional. There we go. So it's exactly the same as repacker.com, but we've ported it over onto ours because it's open source. So Okay, so here we go with the Google Analytics. I can't see any comments at the moment. So the 16th to the 20th. So we got 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 days. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it doesn't have to make sense. So on the first day, we did $14, and then it rose to $14.84. And the next day was $24.73. Now, this is across my entire YouTube channel. This is not just these live feeds, but I'm hoping it sort of plays into it. The next day is $30, and then the day after that was $31.94 in one day. So since I started doing these live feeds, we've done $116 in income, which is not bad. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. And we've gone from, on the first day, we had 25,000 watch time minutes. And on the last day, we had 63,000 minutes of watch time. So that's 44 days, up from 22 days. So it's double. It's more than double. But anyway, oh no, 17 days to 44 days. So that's a pretty good rise in watch time, which is one of the metrics that I was trying to hit. Is that watch time is what YouTube sees, I believe, and I'm waving my hands around like a Greek and you can't see it. The next metric is subscribers. So we had 35 subscribers, we had 14, we got 70, 117, and then 118 subscribers. We lost 130 subscribers and we gained 484, so net total is 354. I don't know why I lose 130 subscribers. Am I that boring doing a live feed? Give me a break. Likes and dislikes. So we've had 926 likes in the 6 days. We've gone from 138, 62 to 267. Now, it should be noted on the 18th of the 6th, I released my video about the Pack 5. So that has caused a pretty big spike in view time and everything like that. 210 likes on the 20th, the 19th, and on the 20th there's 229 likes and a bunch of dislikes as well. But that's fine because not everybody likes what I do. And the next metric is also important because it goes to, what do you call it? Interaction. So we got 300 on the first day and a low of 38 comments, and then we're back up to 449 comments. So that's pretty cool. So there you go. That is about as open and honest as anybody gets on a YouTube channel. So all you guys that are chipping in and helping with my YouTube channel and whatever else, it really does work. So questions abound. HBPowerwall, contact me privately. I've done that. Missed the first 5. Okay. Email. Would you recommend purchasing MPP solar chargers? I think. Okay, this is a really great question because I give them so much promotion and I get nothing in return. Would I do it? Yes, I would, because I do believe in the product and I like it. Is there better out there? Absolutely. Put your hand in your pocket, rustle it around a little bit, work out how much money you have to spend and spend all of it on an inverter. The more you spend, the better it is. Job done. I guess that's the same as anything in life, cars or whatever else. It stands to reason the more money you spend, the better quality you're going to get. Would I change anything about buying those inverters? Absolutely not. I am happy with them and they do work. And I do use them. I don't just baby them and try and treat them like they're supposed to last 20 years. I treat them like they're going to last 2 years. And to be honest, if it lasted 2 years, that'd be acceptable for me. So when you're processing cells, what is the maximum temperature of the cells during the test you consider as a bad cell? Okay, when I grab my hand and I go like that, and if one cell is hotter than another cell, it's gone. I don't know the temperature. I've never really looked. I know I have the thermal camera in some videos, but I do not use the thermal camera on a day-to-day basis. If I can feel it and it's too hot, it's gone. Me. I'm not sure what that was a banky for, but you do sound rather needy and you need to deal with that shit. Teaser, don't spoil the reveal. No, yeah, well, that was everything. So teaser is over. It was a reveal. But it'll be good to grab the statistics because that's only the 20th and we're at the 22nd. So there's still 2 days missing. So it'll be interesting to see if it goes up or down throughout the whole project. What else we got? I have built a powerful battery for 48 volt, 3,000 watt inverter. What is the number of cells and serials? Do you write the answer? No, I do not write the answer. That is up to you to work out. You need to work out your load. You need to work out your voltages. You need to work out what your inverter will charge and discharge to, the upper and lower limits, what BMS or other safety features you've got involved, how long you want it to work without sunshine and all that sort of stuff, how many solar panels you have. So yeah, I can't even answer that question, guys. Ismail, I think your name is. You really need to do your own research and to check into it. I have sent you right now to admin at HBPowerwall. Cool, no worries. Am I not sharing? Okay, cool. DIY Powerwalls. Okay, that's kind of a cool. Okay, Crambus, I got your email, but more importantly, I just got a reply from GearBest. Hi, man, how are you? Yes, we can send you things that fit your channel and it's free. Awesome. I'm going to get to do some reviews on GearBest stuff. I hope they really do try hard to only send me 18650 related stuff because it's going to suck if they don't. Nice, people like to engage. That's true. Made it. One up the sleeve customs. Brad from Tassie, welcome. People like to cull their subscribe channels every now and again. Just happens, I think, Pete. Absolutely. And nobody can watch my or listen to my boring voice for as long as they do without seeing the same shit over and over again. It's getting very hard to do something new. And every time you do something new, it has to be a lot harder than the last time you did it. Thanks for your opinion. Where can MPP solar inverters? Okay, what country are you in, Dylan? And I'll give you a eBay link so I can perhaps make a little bit of money from the sale if you grab one. I think I make like 4%, and it doesn't cost them anything. It just comes out of the eBay coffers. Keep in mind there's a 3 to 5 minute delay between us typing a comment here and you reading it out. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit. Actually, I'm caught up again now, so it should be a bit better. No worries, Ismail. Ismail, I think your name is. Sorry, I can't help. I really like to, but there's so many variables that I can't deal with, and I don't want to be responsible for you doing something that I recommend, and so. It's a careful step and with lots of research and asking professionals for help, not people on YouTube. I think that's the key here. A weekly live feed. Yes, I try and do weekly live feeds. Weekly live feeds are really good when you don't feel like actually producing a video. Blab. Yeah, the Blab. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. Blab. I liked Blab. That was great. You could kill some time on that. But I guess their model, their business model wasn't big enough and their servers couldn't deal with the growth. New South Wales, Pete, that link to eBay for the MPPT would be great. Okay, cool. Okay, so if I go, I need a browser. Are you looking at my ugly mug at the moment? No, you're browsing. Okay. So www.ebay.com.au, and if you want MPP solar, what do we do? There we go. This little linky thing. This is going to be one hell of a massive link. They are so long. Copy. Where are you all gone? There we go. There's a chat. I lost it. Let's see if that works. It's a 220. It's actually too long. I can't actually even post it in. That is ridiculous. Why can't we post that in? Let's get back to that one and do that one. Copy. If you want to support me too, you can actually, if you go to the forum and post a link to something you want to buy on eBay, and then click the link in my forum, I get credit for that, which is really cool, and I do appreciate it. It's a lot of extra effort, but it does work. There you go, mate. There's the short link to the inverters on eBay. And out of interest, if you buy like a $700 inverter, I will make about $20 odd out of it. So it is much appreciated, and it's the cheapest way for you to contribute to my channel. I cannot add comments. Can I add comments to the video? So okay, no worries. There we go, Dylan. YouTube payday. Oh, it is YouTube payday, and I got paid. But not as much as I need, but I got paid, and that's always good. You don't get paid unless it's over $100, I think. Keep in mind there's about 3 to 5 minutes delay. Yep, we've already got that. And I missed a heap. How can I miss that? Sorry, dude. So weekly live feed. Did you see the Jehu? No, I didn't see Jehu. I haven't seen Jehu's video for the last couple of days, unfortunately. I've been a bit busy. Family here and stuff. Morning batteries. I need batteries. Said every person in this chat room ever. Oh, that's pretty cool. Got some reviewing stuff. I only want to review good stuff. I don't want to review terrible stuff, because someone said the other day the way it works is they send you something, and if you do a negative review, it's they want you to review it honestly, but then you can lose it or something. I'm not sure how it works. I shall have to do a lot more research. Maybe he's just collecting people where people live in the world for YouTubers, and they want their address. It's Dave from the UK here. How did the test go? A limited test pack going? Dave, I've shown a few people, but I will show you again, mate. No worries. Screen share. It is actually going perfectly. It hasn't got a problem in the world yet, but it hasn't been cycled very much, so it could yet get a lot worse. And I haven't had any really massive draws on it, so you know it's getting there. That was 3 minutes. You're timing there now. These are Dave. How's the pack going? Yep. Tiny URL it. Yep. Done. Cheers, legend. I agree. I have to agree. Used to be a Patreon. I know, mate. I did appreciate that, but I cancelled Patreon. I kind of regret cancelling Patreon because it was a little bit extra every month, but I just feel I don't contribute enough to get something like that. You didn't explain in what way the Batrium controls the pip. Could you share with us what it's doing? The Batrium is not controlling the pip. The Batrium may control the pip moving forward. That is I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say, but is in process. But it's not a Batrium feature, so to speak. It's open source. Several people are working on it, and I don't know the logistics around it. But rest assured, the second that it's all running on my system, and I think this has something to do with the Raspberry Pi as well. When that is up and going, I will be sure to let you know. I've still got to do other videos first. I'm so far behind in the videos I want to do. Okay, so we got 50 viewers. Anybody new in the room, leave a comment where you're from. It's always good to know where in the world you are. It's badass. His video on the 19, you must go 650. Yes, I shall go and have a look. 18650. Yes, I thought he'd got a bigger battery than me. It'd be good if we could get. Yeah, I'd love to go to America and meet Jehu in person. I think we'd sit around and talk the shit all day long. Did you say Sanyos are heaters? Some Sanyos are heaters. I have a lot of cells that are not heaters, the Sanyos, red Sanyos. I don't know what it is. Some work, some don't. It's probably got to do with their life cycle and stuff like that. We just don't know the life. Okay, Ahmed, Chinese battery from dead laptop battery. I test some cells and found above 2,200. Really, do you? No. If it is an unbranded cell, I don't use it. I've had some Chinese sellers. Or I don't actually know. Chinese is very specific, I guess. I've had sellers from around the world, I guess I'd say, offer me a whole heap of cells, and I've taken them up on the offer. None have showed up, funnily enough. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's because I said that I would actually be extremely brutal with the testing of them, and if they failed, I would plaster it all over my YouTube channel. So maybe that scared them off. I don't know, but there's no other way I'm going to do it. If they're going to send me cells, I'm going to test them in my situation at 4,000 watt load for 4 hours and see how they hold up. Hello from Canada. G'day, mate. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Oh, okay. Can you at least say what the purpose of the aim of the battery? Yes. Okay. So, it's the Bridge Connect board. So the Bridge Connect board is going to do stuff, and it's going to do things like when the charge is, like when the battery is fully charged, it's going to limit the amount of power. It's going to actually tell the inverter to chop back, and I'm using my hands like you can see. Again, it's going to actually chop the power back so it doesn't overcharge the batteries. So when it goes into bypass mode and it starts balancing batteries, it doesn't throw so much power at it that the voltage keeps rising. It reduces the voltage and makes... I hope, this is the way I see it in my head, and this is not coming from that company at all. This is just Pete dribbling shit again. It's going to make... Okay, this is a big call, and I hope it comes true. It's going to make the PIP into a smart charger instead of a dumb one. Does that make sense? And that's the way I understand it. But stay tuned. There are a few people working on it, and there will be videos out there, and somebody else will release, no doubt, the video before I do, because I have not done any effort. I haven't put any legwork. I haven't done anything into it. It's other people's work and effort and time. So absolutely should go on their channels first. Laptop batteries, hello from Canada. Where are we at? Thanks for that. David, thanks for that. I was only a matter of time and I had to go what was tested really well and went so bad. Yeah. It's just still going to definitely take some time. Sent you a PM on YouTube. Let me know what you think. Cheers. No worries, I will do. I just received some laptop packs from eBay for MacBooks, and they are bag batteries. Oh no. I've done some tests and they average 5,500 milliamp hours per pack. Well, that's a win. Would you consider making them a Powerwall back? I hope not, because I've thrown a lot of those back at the recyclers. I got about 200 or 300 of them and I didn't use them. But listen, you can do anything you want as long as you're willing to accept the consequences of your actions. It would be awesome to see it done, dude. And that opens up a whole new battery source for us all moving forward, because all the manufacturers are going to those batteries. So you could definitely lead the way in that sort of thing, which would be bloody cool as all get out. And on that note, we are at about an hour, and I absolutely promised my wife I would not sit out here longer and longer and longer. So What are the channels for these people working on the Batrium pip? I think I can share that. I don't think I'm going to get in trouble for sharing that information. We'll soon find out, won't we? He's actually contributed an awful lot to our into our community for stuff behind the scenes. He does an absolute bunch of work on the forum, moderating the forum and stuff like that. Give me a second. I'm trying to get his name, his YouTube name right. There we go. No, not DIY Tech and Repairs. Not Borg's DIY. Average Joe. Where is it gone? How is that even? Oh, I've got it on shuffle. That's why. Oh, there we go. Okay, so copy. Oh, now I've lost my screen again. Where is it? Oh, there we go. There you go. Hop on over his channel, give him a subscribe and a few likes. He'd much appreciate it. Have a look at what he's working on, what he's doing. He has more Longmons than I own, 100 and something now. So it's a pretty awesome looking system. And he's always got some good videos and stuff coming on. He's got over 10 kilowatt of panels and all sorts of cool things. And he falls off ladders too, which is kind of cool. So tubers, thank you very much for tuning in. It's an hour. Tomorrow is day 7, which means I have 4 more of these things left to do. I would appreciate you tuning in and contributing. Like, rate, subscribe, hate, unsubscribe, and never look at me again. I don't care. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. And we just got 5 more people coming to the room. Sorry about that. I'm out of here. You missed it. You're going to have to watch the replay. Cheers.